We've got a raven. We've got... I'm not sure what that is. Very graphic. This one. The Iron Fist, or hand with a ring. That's some animal that has 4 claws and no thumb. A weird wolf, maybe. A very sad person. Super creepy. A very pierced heart. We've got a dagger and a... what do you call that? Well, it's sort of a club. It's fashioned after a harvesting tool that I cannot name in English. And we've got this guy with a sickle. He might be death. A cross. A headless person. Maybe a king who beheaded himself. I'm not sure. 3 arrows and a tree. I like this one. It's not too bad. 3 halberds. A sun of a kind. 3 swords and a crown on a cross. Red cross. Blue background. That's a griffin, I'd say. Very classic. A bear. A black bear. He does fit the whole setup quite a bit. And this. So there's a large snake or dragon eating a very dead person that's surrounded or enveloped by a snake. Not sure. A boar. And a sort of triskelion on an entangled rune thingy. And a monster head. And a dragon. Ah, that's what it's called in Swedish, huh? Okay. Okay, so that's it. I do like the one with the arrows a lot, but we might be monster hunters. Do we want to be monster hunters? The sun? This one? I really like those. Okay, that's 2 votes for the sun, so we'll pick the sun. This one, right? Let's pick that one. Nemo's Crosshairs. We will probably have to start again a lot. So we can try out the different ones. So, combat difficulty. Beginner. You'll face fewer and less challenging opponents and retreating from battle is easier. Recommended for players new to the game. Veteran. Provides for a balanced playing experience that can be quite challenging. Recommended for veterans of the game or the genre. Praise the sun! I'm not sure if I should go for veteran. I do play lots of tactical combat games. So. It has an Iron Man mode. Disables manual saving. Only a single save will exist for the company, and the game is automatically saved during the game and on exiting it. Losing the whole company means losing the save. Recommended for the best experience once you've learned the game. Ah, not for the first one. I want to show some... Is that a tentacle? Gonna pick veteran combat. Economy. Contracts will pay more and you'll be able to carry more resources at once. Veteran would be challenging but balanced. Medium starting funds. I would go for this actually. Let's see how quickly the game would kill me if I set things to veteran, medium, and not Iron Man. The natural habitat of direwolves is the forest. Okay. Okay. It all went wrong. 2 days ago, the company was hired to track down Hogarth the Weasel and his band of raiders, but it was them who found you first. An ambush. Some joke about horses, cut short by an arrow to the throat. Arrows shooting in from everywhere and nowhere. Men holler and scream, a great volume before death. As the hail subsides, you draw your weapon with the rest of the men, only to collapse to your knees. An arrow has punctured your side. You shout in pain. A harried glance sees the men charge without you to make a valiant last stand. Met in force as steel clashes with steel. You meet eyes with the captain, alas not before his throat is cut. You are left in command now, of what few men remain. Trembling in pain, you lean on your sword, and with all the will you can muster slowly rise again. Oh, rather grim. To the end. What's happening? Okay, we get a tooltip for the ground. That's good. And these are enemies. That's Hogarth the Weasel. They are these little figures, which is, you know... it's a very unique style, I guess. Needs some getting used to. Especially the corpses look super odd. Moving on, Frozen Ground. Costs 3 AP and 6 fatigue to traverse. Okay. Is this any different? Light Snow. 2 AP and 4 fatigue. Okay, so let's figure out the user interface. First, we've got overlays covering anything? No, I'm not covering anything. Perfect, I'm going to leave it like that. Allies. The number of battle brothers controlled by you and allies controlled by the AI on the battlefield. It's the first round since the battle began, and the enemy has also 3. Brigand Thug, who's done. His armor on the head and torso is untouched, he is unharmed, he's rather confident and warmed up. He's got double grip as a skill and confident. Yeah, he is confident. Can I double click or right click? No. Hogarth is doing the next turn after I'm doing mine, I guess. He's a bit wounded, has no helmet on. His morale is very wavering. It's a green bar and there's a little flag in front. I think the UI scale can go up a bit, don't you think? Oh, we can activate health bars. That will be cool. Open the menu. Options. UI scale. Let's add 20%. The scene. Everything that isn't the user interface, such as the characters shown on the battlefield. I'd rather make it smaller than larger. Okay. That should make it easier for you guys to see things. We can go bigger. It's not a problem, you just have to tell me. How does it look? Is it something you can see? The little symbols? They're very tiny. Look this big! It might be most important that you can read what's below the bars. Untouched, unharmed, confident, warmed up, confident. So you can see the skills. And I'm going to try to make a point of showing the tooltips long enough for you guys to catch up. Perfect. I'm just going to adjust... the badger a bit. There you go. That should be it. Cool. It's not like Crusader Kings 2. Yeah, that's something different. I can lower and raise the camera level. So there is height. Height is a thing. Center the camera, that's a shift key. So if I turn the camera around, move the camera around with WASD, you can center it with shift. Good. Trees can be hidden. Okay, I like them to be shown. And we can see the hit points. Oh, and I can zoom out. Ah, okay, perfect. That's perfect. Okay, good. Yeah. It's nice that there's a scaling option. Event log. Cool. The Brigand Thug uses Split Man and hits one eye. He had a chance of 95 to hit, rolled an 8 and killed one eye. Captain Bernhardt missed and then died. Okay, I can look at them down here. That's the turn order. Kurt is right now. Hogard is next. Then it's Karsten and Torbjörn. You can also get a hint what they are using as a weapon. He's already done, but he's got a cleaver thing. Is in opponent's zone of control. Okay, so this is our current character, Kurt. We can see the same thing down here, so the mouse over does not tell us more. Just that he's acting right now. He has an inventory. Ooh! Ooh! Look at that! Sort items. Filter by type. Food, treasure, supplies. The mood. I want to see the mood. Usable inventory. What? Paint and armor upgrades. Armor, helmet, shields. Weapons, offensive tools. And accessories. All items. Torbjörn was with the company from the very beginning. He's paid 50 gold per day. He's XP level 1. He's in the fighting line and he's dissatisfied. Aww. Not uncommon for someone living the hardships of mercenary life. This character isn't quite satisfied and is hoping for things to improve. And only have steady morale or worse. Lost most of the company. Oh boy, this is a jolly game, isn't it? A team player. He has a 50% lower chance to inflict friendly fire. There is friendly fire. Good thing I read this. As a shooter, it's very important that he has this. This character makes sure to always announce his intentions to his brothers in arms. In fact, he'll never shut the hell up. At least it reduces the chance of accidents happening. Background, companion. Kurt is one of the more talented marksmen you've encountered in your travels. Learning of the man was easy. You just had to find the winner of a local shooting competition. While he has a fondness for killing from afar, Kurt is no slouch in close quarters combat. We've got skill levels here. Melee skill, 55. That's the base probability of hitting a target with a melee attack, such as with swords or spears. Can be increased as the character gains XP. Got a dagger. 20% chance of ignoring armor, 50% effective against armor. I can drop it with a right click that costs AP. No, yes. Control right click drops it on the ground, right click equips it instead of this one. So switching weapons on the fly, aka in combat, costs 4 action points. You can see a durability, a value, for the lighter variant of a pull lever crossbow. It can propel bolts over medium distances, effective even in the hands of laymen, but requires almost a full turn to reload. Excuse me. It has a range of 6. It does ignore half the armor, does 30 to 50 damage, and is 60% effective against Maximum fatigue -6. 10 bolts. It is automatically refilled after each battle if you have enough ammunition. If you have enough ammunition. Surcoat. So that reduces maximum fatigue by 6. This doesn't. This does. So he's getting -12. Fatigue is gained for every action, like moving or using skills, and when being hit in combat or dodging in melee. It is reduced at a fixed rate of 15 each turn. So you recover 15 each turn. Or as much as necessary for a character to start every turn with 15 or less. What? No, with 15 less than his maximum. If a character accumulates too much, they may need to rest a turn, which is nothing, doing nothing, before being able to use more specialized skills. Morale. Morale checks trigger on killing an enemy, seeing an enemy be killed, seeing an ally be killed, seeing an ally flee. Rallying skills, being engaged by more than one opponent, being hit for 15 or more damage. That makes a lot of sense. It's one of the 5 states. Resolve is a state. Fatigue is a state. Resolve acts as a defense against certain mental attacks that inflict pain, panic, fear, or mind control. What? So the more resolve you have, the better the effects of positive morale, and the harder you get hit if resolve is low if you have a negative effect. Okay. Enough. Initiative is reduced by the current fatigue, as well as any penalty. Aha. Okay. Vision 7. Range 6. That's good. Chance to hit the head 25%. That's melee and ranged, I guess. Current weapon effectiveness against armor. Base damage. Range defense. Melee defense. Okay. Yeah. Easy enough. Action points are yellow. Health is red. Armor is grey. Or invisible, if there's none. And you can get perks. Switch to viewing the perks of the currently selected character. The number in braces, if any, is the number of available perk points. There's no number in braces. Okay, we will look at that stuff later. Apparently you can really build a character. Oh, what's that? An underdog. Okay. That's Battle Brothers. What's this then? Active skill. Costs 2 AP and uses 5 fatigue. What's this? Wait a turn, end the round, and the turn. Ending the turn means he waits. No, he finishes his turn and then Hoggart would be the next one moving. Wait a turn. Moves them to the end of the queue. And you act later in the next round. That's for every character. Okay, let's shoot someone. Double grip possibly means he does more damage with one-handed weapons. Because he's wielding them with 2. He's got a massive axe. He's also very confident. But isn't he the boss? Are we supposed to get him? What, 6 tiles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I cannot reach him. Do I get a range indication? They both have armor. You can see that. Okay, the range indication is there. That's good. I go for the two-handed guy. Distance is 5, chance to hit is 51%. over 54. Let's try this one. It costs 2 action points, like as over here, and we will get 5 fatigue. It's a preview here. That was a hit. Reloading costs 7. Or I could move. It costs 3 to move 1. I would, if anything, take a step back up. Like so. Or up. Like so. Or 2 steps up. Right, so I have still a line of sight and shot without getting my friends in trouble. Now let's reload first. That's all the action points we have. And then we end this character's turn. Yeah, he's going backwards. Very clever. So now my other 2 guys are doing their thing. Now I know where there's an active or passive ending of the turn. I like the ending of the turn to be my choice. So I can still look at the battlefield and see what's what. So, Karsten, what can you do? You've got a spear and a shield. Armor, he's also dissatisfied. Yeah, well, they've been nearly slaughtered, right? He's a Spartan. Who needs more than oatmeal and water? This character finds no joy in eating and will use less provisions as well as not leaving you as fast should you ever run out of provisions entirely. Also companion, not known to be a big talker, but he has every right to be. Sacrificing his family's heirloom, an old shield of wood and studded iron, he saved your life. With quick whirls and whips of his shield, the man's deflected all manner of mortal danger. Although rather quiet, you found Karsten's place in a shield wall to be rather indispensable. Nicely done. It's very effective against armor. His spear. Prepare to immediately attack any opponent that attempts to move into melee range, and, on a hit, prevent that opponent from closing in. Targets hit will receive half the damage of a normal thrust attack. Cannot be used while already engaged in melee. That seems quite powerful. Knockback. Use the shield to knock a target away by 1 tile. The target will receive fatigue and may take damage if they are pushed down several levels of height. Oh. Off the cliff. Sort of. Yeah. Shield wall, spear wall, and riposte will be cancelled for a target that is successfully knocked back. A rooted target cannot be knocked back. Okay. The shield wall is raised to a protective stance until the next turn. Allies using shield wall next to each other further increase their protection by overlapping their shields. And the thrust that has been mentioned here. So this does half the thrust damage. Still 12 damage. And it does damage the armor as well. 20% chance to hit. Chance to hit is not mentioned, so it would be the same. Okay. I'd say it's a good move to go for the spear wall. 3, 6, 9. It would take them all their action points, him at least. If he's got only 9. We don't know that. Get here. Let's try this skill out. I can probably not use both. There's no indication that I cannot use it, so let's try to make a spear and shield wall. It does work. Nicely done. So, Torbjorn, he doesn't have a shield wall skill, so there's no overlapping of shields. He does a two-handed axe. Yeah. Shield damage and effective against armor. Okay. He can split shields. On purpose. An attack specifically aimed at destroying an opponent's shield can only be used against targets that carry a shield. Will always hit but may take several hits depending on type of shield and weapon used. A round swing. Mow down all the targets around you, friend and foe alike, with a reckless round swing. Not hard to evade because it's not aimed at anything, but can be devastating if it connects. Be careful around your own men unless you want to relieve your payroll. You can die, you're too expensive. That's how this game works then. He can try to split a man. A slow overhead attack performed with full force to split a target in two from top to bottom. Has enough force that it always hits both head and body for additional damage. Scary. Brooding and at times suicidal, it's no surprise that Torbjorn is frequently found diving into battle with nothing more than a large two-hander. The man is not a murderer, but he would have made a fine one. He'll use any weapon you give him, but Torbjorn has a proclivity towards those that can make calamitous ruin out of a man's body. Yeah. He's tough. He's got extra 10 hit points. Same morale issue, though. Yeah, well, round swing. No, no, and no. He could spend 6 action points to go there. But he couldn't do anything afterwards. He doesn't really have a defensive move. I mean, I could move him up here to protect my archer, but then my archer would lose his open shooting range. I could move him back. Let's leave him where he is. He cannot wait because the turn's over anyway. Oh, I didn't check initiative. He's now engaged. And Hoggar the Weasel has retreated. No! Is he engaged in combat or not? Do we know? It does cost 2 to shoot, so I can step back. 2 steps. And shoot. He will probably get an opportunity attack, right? This zone of control thing? Let's see what happens. Yeah, he's getting a chance to hit us, and we cannot go where we wanted to go. Okay. Can we shoot in melee? Yes. Nice. Gravely wounded, pierced arm muscles. Let's wait. We might need to move out of his control zone. I'm gonna move up and use the split man, or I could move here and use the round swing. Let's do that. Is that 1 step? No, it's 2. Yeah, let's step inside. Split the man. Ooh. Okay. His head has been hit, his cap has been destroyed, and his surcoat is quite damaged. Okay. That was Torbjorn's round. Turn, sorry. Yeah, that's not as easy as I like it to be. It doesn't say that the spear has more range than a regular weapon, does it? No. Okay. No, it doesn't. Hello. So now we could try to get out of the combat zone. I'm not sure if he's in any condition to fight us. He is. Crap. So as soon as you are in the control zone, which is around the enemy character, you cannot really get away. Now I'm bleeding. Ooh, okay. Oh, now we know. Oh, I lost my shield. Damn. Let's try the round swing. Oh, maybe we cannot walk because we are in the control zone. Ah, okay. Now he's dead. It means I can block enemies from moving to my archers if I position them correctly. Can reload. Okay, yeah. Fine. There you go. That was the first combat. I hope you didn't mind me taking it slow, because there's a lot of information at first, and figuring out how things work is sort of important, I guess. No, they didn't get the same XP. Gaining XP is from fighting and killing opponents. The kills, damage dealt against hit points and against armor, and damage received. Yeah, that was a bit, you know, trial and error over here. And we loot something. Ground grains. Provisions. Various kinds of grounded grain that will be cooked up with water or milk for a daily meal. It is satiating but tasteless. They do spoil the food items. Ah, that's not what we found. That's what we got in the stash. Clean bandages can be used in combat to apply pressure to bleeding wounds and stop any hemorrhaging. Carried in a bag. Usable in combat. Okay. Yeah, we didn't find anything. Boo! Okay, we survived. Sort of. You are alive. You won. The adrenaline fades, and in its wake you can't help but sink back to the ground. Gritting your teeth, you snap the arrow's shaft. Your chest heaves, pain for breath. Everything blurs. Company has been devastated, cut down to but a few men, and that bastard Hoggard did justice to his name, fleeing like the weasel he is. What now, Captain?
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
What now? A voice says from behind, it's Torbjorn, who sits down beside you, bedding his bloodied axe on his legs. You turn to him to reply, but before you can answer, he continues. Bernard's dead. They slit his throat. He was a good man and a damn good leader. But all it took was one mistake. It makes you the one in charge now, don't it? They are happy. Kurt joins the two of you, still breathing heavily. Then Karsten. Save the ceremony and anointments for another day. Let's give the men a good burial and return to Alslif to collect our pay. The Weasel's men are slain after all. Besides, Captain, we ought to see to that wound before we lose you too. Wouldn't want to leave Kurt in charge, right? Didn't lose their humor. And the answer to that is, so be it. So that's how Battle Brothers starts. It does set a rather grim tone, doesn't it? This is a battle site. A battle took place here a short while ago. Broken and lost equipment, bloodstains and torn ground tell of a determined fight. Ooh. And that's where we need to go, Alsleif. A humble village that managed to survive in the sparse tundra. There's a weaponsmith there. Relations to different factions are neutral. Some ruins. Once part of the nearby settlement, these are now burned down and abandoned ruins. Surface iron vein attracted a small mining camp that is gathering the precious metal. Access to this resource increases the selection of weapons available in the next settlement. That would be here. A pig farm. The smell of this pig farm is just as distinct as the squeaking sounds coming from the muddy pits. The pork chops produced here are usually sold in the nearby settlement. We are in the pagan heathland, apparently. Ooh, okay. Holy game map. That's a rather large game. Okay. We can have 20 Battle Brothers maximum. So there are factions, right? These antler thingy, the dragon thingy. It does continue a bit to the right. And there's another faction down here. Wolves. The Windlands. The Nordlands. Ravenhold. Oh, this is cool. I like this. The Powdered Plain. No, the Powder Plain. Probably referring to the snow. We are pretty much in the north at this point. This is the battle side. And you can hover over all the things if you zoom out or if you zoom in. So there's a road leading down to Birkeland. And east. Northeast to Helvik and east to Isengard. There's a lot of ore. Well, ore smelters. Create sturdy armor. Most sophisticated arms. Blast furnace. There are barracks. A host of professional soldiers. A watchtower. A stone keep. I've never been to. That is the seat of power in the surrounding tundra. It acts as a base of operations for a decently sized garrison. Surrounding houses. Okay. Valgard. Not too many roads, so we will do some cross-country traveling, I guess. Better be prepared. We will see. We will now travel towards Alsleif. And I will check how this works. You've got a map seed if you want to play this map again. So the maps are randomized. Yeah, of course. If there's an Iron Man mode. If you feel like you are, you know, dead anyway, you can retire your Battle Brothers. I'm gonna save the campaign. Can I name it? Come on, tell me you can name it. Yes, okay. First things first. Which is getting paid. Okay. So, the game is paused. It's dawn. So there's a day and night cycle. I can set the game time faster. Normal speed. We've got medical supplies, ammunition, tools, and provisions. And ambition. What? You have not announced any ambition for your company to pursue. Oh, you can sort of have your own quests then. 2,000 crowns. You pay out 45 crowns per day. So at the moment, that will last me 44 days. Oh, this is nice. You can instantly see how much you use up. I use 6 provisions per day. That will last me 8 more days. Some will turn bad after a few days. The provisions I have will turn bad in 6 days, so I've got exactly 6 days to go to Alslif before I have to start starving. Running out of provisions will lower morale and will eventually lead to your people deserting you before dying of starvation. The average man requires 2 provisions per day and more on difficult terrain, so using the road is definitely necessary if you want to save provisions. Your men will automatically eat the provisions closest to expiring first, so I don't need to take care of that. We've got tools to repair our equipment. You can carry 150 units maximum. Repairing all my stuff would take 16 hours and requires 4 tools. If you run out of supplies, your weapons may break in combat and will leave your armor damaged and useless. Ammunition, obviously, you can carry no more than 300. Replacing a throwing weapon takes up 3 ammunitions. So it's an assorted mix. Replacing an arrow will take an arrow. Replacing a bolt will take a bolt. And a throwing weapon will use 3 of these. Okay. Medical supplies consist of bandages, herbs, salves, and the like, and are used to heal the more severe injuries sustained by your men in battle. 1 point of medical supplies is required each day for every injury to improve and ultimately heal. Lost hit points heal on their own. Running out of medical supplies will leave your men unable to recover from severe injuries. You can carry a maximum of 100. So, he has got light wounds and they should be gone in a day. His armor is really, really broken. The shield is completely gone, so we don't need to repair the shield. I'm gonna heal the wound and the armor. I don't want to lose the rugged surcoat. How do I do it? Do I put it in the stash? Like this? Alt, set item to be repaired. Oh, they are set to be repaired. Okay. Automatically, sort of. Or if I rest, or something like that. Light wounds 1 day. Okay, we will find out how this works then. So, and you can just point the boot, and then your company walks there. Time is passing rather quick, let's say. Midday. So what you want to do is space, to pause, plan your movement, and then let it continue. Time seems to be of the essence. Okay. What a sorry display must be for the onlookers as you arrive in Alslif. 4 bloodied and beaten mercenaries down on their luck. The man who hired the company days ago, Bertwin of Alslif, no doubt expected you to return in a more glorious fashion. Still, he welcomes you to his house and offers bread and wine while a servant fetches a healer. Few words are exchanged except for the occasional grunt and wheeze as an elderly man with shaky hands tends to your wounds. A pin pierces your skin, the first of many stitches to come. You grit your teeth till you think you hear one break. Bertwin of Alslif sits beside you and asks if you took care of Hogarth. You shake your head. Is that him? Or is that me? We killed his men, but the weasel eluded our blades in the end. The healer waves around a glowing fire poke, suggesting he wants to push it into your wound. You nod, and he does so. For a moment, that's all there is. You are not a man, but a pinch of fire. Flesh from flame. A golem of pain. Birdwind of Owlsliff hands you a goblet of wine. That's very, very good thinking. You did well, Sellsword. The brigands have been removed, though it is a shame that Hoggart still lives. We expect to get paid for this. Birdwind of Owlsliff gasps. Well, naturally. 400 crowns as agreed upon. Oh, that's me then. He gestures towards a servant who rushes to your side with a pay in hand. I wonder, may I make use of your services one more time? I'd very much like to end the headache that is Hoggard once and for all. And I would pay you again, of course. Another 400 crowns, shall we say? Torbjorn scoffs and turns to drink more wine, but Karsten stands to speak. Yes. The company is in ruin, but we will rebuild it. Without the Nemo's Corsairs? Aw. Torbjorn would drink the crowns away and end up begging on the streets, and cursed by the gods we all know, he'd go chasing the women folk until one stove his rotted head in. We need the Corsairs. We need Nemo's Corsairs, it's all we have. What you say, Captain? Oh boy. Torbjorn burps and raises his cup to you. Kurt playfully thumbs his nose and nods. Kill that bastard, Hoggard or not, it is up to you, Cam. Yeah. It's unfinished business, alright? Birdwind of Owlsliff claps his hands in satisfaction. Excellent. My little birds will need some time to find where Hoggard is hiding his hide now. In the meantime, I suggest you see about stocking up on supplies so that you'll be good and ready to end this when the time comes. I shall see you in a few days' time at the latest. As you leave Birdwind of Owlsliff's house and stand on the outskirts of Owlsliff, Karsten seeks a word with you. We need more men, Captain. I know I gave a big speech back there, but bravado won't do shite. We need more warm bodies in the ranks. Figure we find 3 good men, buy them some decent weapons, and dress them in the best armor we can afford. The man pauses to glance around. I bet this Bodung town's got a desperate peasant or two looking for a new life. Or we could travel to Birkeland in the south. Them city folk aren't always as hardy as these country bumpkins, but we are more likely to find men with fighting experience stopping the rest there. Yeah, that's what we shall do then. Alright, I'm going to pick up another cup of coffee, and I'm going to be back. I think this is promising. And we will now find out what's to do besides battling. Hey Badger, welcome back. I'm going to go for a break. I'm going to be back in 5 minutes. It's working. It's working. It was just a matter of switching to game capture and allowing transparency and something else. 3 steps. It's working now. So we are saved. And I'll save myself from not drinking any coffee by getting a new one. I'll be right back with you guys. Hopefully when I figure out how to switch to the pause screen. Do we want music? Yeah, you get some music. See you in a bit. Oh, I could leave this music on. It's nice. Now you get some real music now. That's better. You see, the thing with the game music is it is linked to the microphone. And I don't want to let you guys hear the rumbling and sloshing and all that stuff. Alright, so I managed to find some coffee. And now we can see what happens in Battle Brothers if there's not a battle. Just give me a second. No, game music is fine, or not. Yeah, no, I decided against the game music. Welcome back. We survived the first encounter. We accepted another job, and we need more men. At least 3 is what my companions told me. Right? They ended up with me in charge, so they are not yet convinced that I'm a good chem. So we can check out the roster. Can be used in combat. Yeah, that's... He's going to heal automatically in 1 day, I think. Right. And this seems to get repaired while we walk around the map, traveling. So you are on Grim Dawn again, on the Warlock. Cool. Yeah, we use some tools. Okay. So this is the village of Alsliv. It has a marketplace, a lively market offering all sorts of goods common in the region. New wares will be on offer every few days when trading caravans reach this settlement. Let's look at the market. Oh, that's a lot. A butcher's apron. It does protect against accidental cuts. Better than running naked? Who knows? A thick cloth tunic consisting of multiple layers to protect against weather and scratches. 88% is the condition, right? Yeah, that's the condition. Weather and scratch protection. This protects against the sun. So there's a durability, but there's not really anything mentioning if it's tough armor or not, unless you read the tooltip. So you kind of need to learn what's what. Oh, a new shield. We need a new shield for. Is Karsten the one with his shield? I think. And he had a thing like this. It does cost 98. It is worth 100, so a good deal. It would be a waste to not use his shield wall thing. But we might be able to compare prices or something like that. There's a weaponsmith. He doesn't have shields, does he? Oh, the shop has 1 page only. Okay, he's got the weapons. Throwing weapons. Javelins. A spetum. The cross between a spear and a pike. This has extra range. Ah, okay. The short spear. And this is a very long spear. Cool. What's this? 3,900 for a great sword. Okay, so weapons are expensive, especially the good ones. Let's go back to the market. The pitchfork also has a range of 2. An agricultural tool with a long handle and thick pointed tines used to lift and pitch straw. As an improvised weapon, it can be used to keep an opponent at bay, but it won't inflict the deadliest of injuries and will perform poorly against armor. But it does say 75% effective. That's not poor. Well, that tells a lot about the crappy weapons I have. Smoked ham does spoil after 12 days. Ground grains in 7 days if they are fresh. Bread in 8. And some medical supplies as well as tools. Ammunition. We've got 38 bolts in the quiver, so to speak. So that's fine. Got 3. No, we've got 1 bandage. It's better to have 3. I'm gonna buy the shield. And the rest, I will see after I can figure out where to hire and who to hire. Hire new men for your mercenary company. The quality and quantity of volunteers depends on the size and type of settlement, as well as your reputation. Every few days, new people will arrive and others will travel on. Tillman is a miner. Comes with a mining equipment. Mining is tough work, the sort of job men like Tillman flock to. Bending over and scuttling about in the dark gets old though, and so the men sought a different vocation. Annoyingly, Tillman's points at half your gear, the metal stuff mostly, and reminds everyone who's responsible for it being there. Try out. Oh, he's got a hidden trait. It costs 50 to see what he's hiding, or, you know, to see what he's capable of. Okay. He does get paid 7. The wage is increased automatically by cumulative 10% per level until the 11th, and then 3% afterwards. Heinrich spent much of his youth in the company of girls, but not for the reasons one might think. When raiders attacked his home, Heinrich dressed everyone up in clever disguises. The town was destroyed, but not a soul was lost. Now the tailor looks for a new life, no matter where it takes him. He's particular and peculiar, peppering everyone with clothing criticisms. Oh boy. Friso. Never a strong learner in school, Friso dropped out to wander the earth. After one particularly harsh day, trudging through mud, he realized there was no life to be had in walking around. The world has been harsh to him for many years now. That isn't going to change, but at least he will be with brothers now. Oh boy, a vagabond. He doesn't complain though, I guess. Let's give these guys work. You never know. And we will not look at their hidden stats, we will just go for it. We need the money for other things. Now we are a band of 6. A ragtag band of 6. He's a brute. Not one for delicate attacks, this character will use full force for additional damage when striking an opponent's head in melee at the expense of some accuracy. They are in a good mood. Confident morale is probable. Let's see, initiative 105, 106, 91, 91, 76, 102. They're a bit quicker. Okay, we've got the fighting line. That's the reserve. And that's also the fighting line. Aha, I see. Tillman has double grip. Now we know what it does. With his second hand free, this character can get a firm double grip on his weapon and inflicts additional damage. Yes, okay, I figured as much. 25% extra. Death Wish. I'm not dead yet. This character doesn't care about receiving injuries and will fight on regardless. He doesn't get a morale check upon losing hit points. He's a miner. Yeah, we did read that. He can batter at armor. Always inflicts at least 10 damage to hit points, regardless of the armor. That's good. And he can then also destroy armor on purpose. Oh, well, not bad. He's got no armor himself, though. Ah, you get the shield. There you go. And Heinrich is a drunkard. I should have expected something like that. There is no question what this character spends his crowns on. Expect him to drink heavily before any battle, in secret if need be. His melee and range skill is lowered, but his damage and resolve are increased. Hopefully we can make his background in tailoring into something useful. Alright, so it's not too bad. Hand-to-hand attack. Oh, because they don't have a weapon. Yeah, I see. A fancy hat. We are mercenaries. We don't need fancy hats. How much do we get for it? 12? That's not much. But away it must go. Just protect against the sun. I'm not sure if that's better or worse. Okay, let's buy a hood. Do we want the drunkard to fight with a bow? Probably not. Friendly fire will ensue. He could try to hold them off, the enemies. And then we've got 2.5 pieces of armor. Ton of fun and ridiculous damage output. Cool. I'd like to hear that. Oh, did I buy this? None of them was naked. I didn't need to buy this. Let's carry it around for a bit. So there's a pitchfork here for 147. Do they also have pitchforks? No. We've got real weapons. Quite expensive. So the miner already has a weapon. That means we need 2 more weapons. I think one will be the pitchfork, actually, for the drunk. And the other one will get a short sword. The vagabond. A vagrant? What's he called again? Vagabund in German. Not vagabond, probably. It's not bad. A short sword, isn't it? A long axe. Oh. I see. This is a bit better. More fatigue, but, you know. But it's so expensive, I cannot afford that. Two-handed mallet. Maybe I should start at the market and look at the weaponsmith later. This is more affordable stuff. So this is one weapon. And a damaged hatchet. 150. A small shield for this combo. That means we're sticking to one ranged character, right? The food will last us 11 days. No, 4 days. Let's buy smoked ham. 6 days. Nine days. Okay, that's enough to hunt down the weasel. Hopefully. Tools. We need to consider we get 400 for this job being done. 400. And one of them needs to be trained in bartering. I'm gonna buy tools as soon as they are out, not before. We could save this. And call it upgrades. So we've got a new quest. Visit Birkeland, buy weapons and armor. Okay. Let's equip the guys. A tattered sackcloth. Well, you get an upgrade. It's a regular one. No. I think he needs the better armor, after all. Oh, Heinrich has a linen tunic. Very fancy. There's a pitchfork and a hood. Our miner. Doesn't change melee defense at all, see? Ah! There's the explanation. The more body armor, the less damage will be applied. So a higher value means more protection. Ah, okay, that's how you discern bad from good armor. It's not the tooltip only. Well, that's decent then. Question is, does he need to be in the reserve to heal? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's the first day still, and he will be healed very soon. We're not gonna go south, are we? No. I mean, we could visit it. So that's cross-country then. Okay, so you need to be rather precise with your movement if you want to save provisions while traveling on the road. Hey Chris, welcome aboard! Ahoy! Along the way, as Birkeland's skyline appears on the horizon, Kurt seeks a word with you. Never been to Birkeland before, but I've been around ones that look a lot like it. Cities like these are great for selling goods, as all these prissy, pompous pricks love to have their goods delivered. With so many merchants, you can find almost everything you need, too. Keep an eye out for bargains and don't get swindled by them cutthroat merchants. Torbjorn sees fit to add his own opinion on what you should do. If there's a good tavern, I say that's where we should go first. Nothing helps a man down on his luck more than a good pint. God knows we've earned it. Kurt shakes his head. You say that every time we stop into town. You say that even when you're already drunk. I'll keep that in mind. A gatherer's hut. An experienced gatherer can find berries, roots, and other edible things. Although not the most delicious, it can still keep a man fed. Can we visit them? Like this? No. Okay. It's probably supplying the town. And we see footprints. That's probably another band or something. Footprints leading out of the town. Okay, we arrived. Good. Yeah, Happy New Year. Happy New Year indeed. Thank you so much. Now I will find out who I should have hired. At the same cost. Ah, no. Would have been harder to pay them up front. They want more monies. Oh, another Kurt? No, thanks. Hildred the Anxious? Okay. Eberhard 3 feet. Okay. So we can get more men here. That's good to know. What's this? You already have a contract. You can only have one contract active at a time. Contracts offers will remain while you fulfill your current one, as long as the problem doesn't go away in the meantime. Ah, and I cannot see what it is. A barber. Customize the appearance of your man at the barber. What? Does that cost money? No, apparently not. I'm not trimming their beards. There's a tavern, a Fletcher, and a market. Sells for nothing. Yay. Oh, those are the berries. Hmm. What's that? Fur. So that's what you collect to sell. Heat bricks. You can buy them for 114. A bit overpriced. Yeah, they ask a lot more than the people in town for some things. So there's a bit of a market going on, huh? Between the towns. Damaged pitchfork. Mm. Yeah, I shouldn't have bought these, but I didn't want to go. I bought two. This one and this one is no. I bought one too many sackcloth, I think. Now it sells for 3. Let's just get rid of them. We don't need them anyway. Could afford another hood. It's 5 extra. Okay. You've got the worst armor, so you get the hood. A miner with a butcher's apron, right? He actually has the best armor. No, he's got the worst one. 30, 30, 20, 40. Okay. Okay. Ah, this is cool. You can learn so many things from this game in a very, very short amount of time. Not real time, that is. Okay, this is where you go and shop for expensive short bows. We could get more bandages. One more bandage. And the tavern. Oh wait, I want to read what the tooltip says. A large tavern filled with patrons from all over the lands, offering beverages, food, and a lively atmosphere in which to share news and rumors. Pay around for your men. It costs 34. Yes, we need that. Tillman is eager. Kurt is content. Torbjorn is content. And Karsten is content. Okay. Pay for a round to share the news and rumors. Okay, at the moment we hear only this. Mercenaries aren't very popular around these parts. They kill, plunder, and pillage like common brigands, so don't expect to be greeted with cheers and flowers. Says a patron. Let's have another and go. Cheers! Okay, something I wanted to check. Who wants to be a battle brother? And which one? You can pick. Your choice. You can name them, that's cool. Dismiss is also possible. You don't need to kill them. One with a nice beard. I can offer... He's got a little chin beard here. We can go to the barber. Where's the one with the spear and the shield? Ah, there you go. That's a beard. Now that I cannot change in here. Okay. So Wolfsoul got a beard. You're not getting a title. Yet. Alright, anyone else? Just, you know, let me know. Return to Bertwin of Alslif in Alslif. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I wonder who that is. It's evening. I didn't think about, you know, that we might be traveling at night. Not very clever, is it? Which one would you like to be? Ah, we made it before nightfall. Oh no! Ah, okay. I thought we had an ambush right now. Bertwin of Alslif is pacing back and forth when you find him. The healer who damn near killed you with a fire boke is standing nearby. He's picking chunks of dried blood out of his fingernails. Bertwin of Alslif claps his hands. Finally you are here. I have good news. We got hold of one of Hogarth's former men. My good friend here had a nice little talk with the man, and now I know where Hogarth's licking his wounds. The healer clears his throat, splaying his fingers out like a maiden looking to paint them. He speaks as though he's identifying a disease he's about to excise. The brigand known as Hoggard is hiding in a small hut on the hills of the east of here. Based upon my most civil discussion with one of his men, Hoggard knows the Nemo's corsairs are on his heels. What kind of name did they expect there with the? The corsairs is on his heels. That's a bit odd. And will have gathered more men since the last time you met him. Nodding, Bertwin of Alslif waves you off. Good luck, Sellsword. More than last time. He had 3 or 4 last time. Oh, it looks different at night. The market is closed. There's no shopping at night. Day and night cycle. Important. Izu. You've got options. Yeah, the longhouse is lit up, that's true. You don't want to be a drunkard, right? You can be Friezo. It's close. Or just Izu, that's your call. Oh, I did the 2. Sorry. Not sure where the second Z came from. There you go. Wolfsoul and Izu are part of the band. What's with the 2 stars? That I don't understand. Is there a help thingy here? Options. Gameplay, controls. No, not really. That would have been cool. So, we can camp, make or break camp. While in camp, time will go faster and your men will heal and repair their equipment at a faster rate. However, you're also more vulnerable to being caught in a surprise attack. Toggle tracking of footprints. Show or hide the footprints left by other parties roaming the world so you can follow or avoid them more easily. Locked camera. Show factions and relations. Oh. Different dukes and counts and barons. I soar is their motto. The House of Gotha is well known for its lavish lifestyle and bacchanal festivities. The price has to be paid by someone, so half-starved cattle, empty granaries, and desperate townsfolk are a common sight where House Gotha rules. Although other noble houses may look down on such brutality and depletion, they are at the same time desperately awaiting their invitation to the next feast. Unknown. Oh, that's our renown. Your renown is your repute as a professional mercenary company and reflects how reliable and competent people judge you to be. The higher your renown, the higher paid and more difficult contracts people will entrust you with. Renown increases on successfully completing ambitions and contracts and winning battles, and decreases on failing to do so. Neutral. Your reputation reflects how people in the world judge your mercenary company to conduct itself based on past actions. Do you show mercy to your enemies? Do you burn down farmsteads and massacre the peasantry? Based on your reputation, people may offer you different kinds of contracts, and both contracts and events may play out differently. We've got another faction here called House Steinwall. Every man for himself. Most members of the House of Steinwall live secluded behind thick doors and barred windows, and some of them have not been seen for years. Rumor has it that their noble blood is plagued with madness and insanity, but no ordinary man dares to utter such claims in fear of their vengeance. Other noble houses mainly avoid contact to House Steinwall, as guests may be greeted with open arms as well as crossbow bolts. Ah, cool. That's the stars. Proficiency. House Weilburg. Courage in difficulties. Wealth is sought by many, but the highly reputable traders of House Weilburg are the best when it comes to striking profitable bargains. Bound by ancestral ties to the renown of their forefathers, they uphold honesty and integrity as their family values. What a dragon. And Alsleif, a humble village that managed to survive in the sparse tundra. It does contain Bertwin, Alstein, and Jos the Younger. Is he the healer? Probably. So what did it mean, east off? These hills? Ah, there. It's over there. I'm gonna travel by road. Oh, a trading caravan. That means new goods. Some hands, some guards. Oh. I could raid the caravan, apparently. Okay, the time is passing slower than I expected, which is good. A few brigands and a poacher. Engage. Okay, so this is the difference in height. And the bar on the left, it says tundra there, right? It says tundra, and the bar on the left displays the elevation. 1, 2, 3. The maximum. We have to climb a bit then. double grip. And we don't know where the poacher is yet. Where's the guy with the shield? Oh, Izu also has a shield. Izu! But you're second. Okay, our archer is first. Can you shoot from there? 38% chance at least. If I take one step up though. I could go here and shoot. Ah, there he is. Line of fire is blocked. By him? By the tree. But that goes both ways. Yeah, 51% is way better than 10%, so we're gonna shoot him. There you go. Ripped his ear off. I don't have enough to go back down. Okay, never mind. So, Izu. A long way up. That would leave me defenseless. Or you. Six or seven range for him probably. Let's stay there for now and wait. That also means we will act later next round. Okay. A hidden opponent. A weasel. I think it's better to be on the up. There's Hoggard. In the back. Alright. Yeah, that's all we can do with Heinrich. Their poacher. Oh, he missed. He did use aim shot and missed. That does let me hope. Tillman, can you get there? What I want to know is how I can equip bandages. Over here, right? Yeah, okay. I should have done that. I forgot. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Wolf Soul. Also have to climb a lot. Try to get to Izu. Or protect our archer. Better. Protect the archer. Now Torbjorn is also down on his luck. Okay, they waited, but they didn't have any more action points, I guess. Okay, we can shoot again. Why could he shoot at us? Costs 3 to go down. Okay, that doesn't work. I think I could manage him in melee. Yeah, it doesn't work. 10% chance to hit. That's a friendly fire chance. Okay, that's a good shot. Or not. Damn it. So, Izu, what do you do? Got two guys here. Knockback. Chop. Yeah, it's their zone of control. That's something I don't really like. To step into the enemy's zone of control. On the other hand, if you don't do it, you cannot attack. And in turn get attacked. I would need to figure out how to deal with that the best possible way. I could wait a turn. It would not be clever to move here. Could try to move up. Sort of trying to deal with him instead of both of them. Let's do that. Let's try to split them up. Let's see what they do. And we can wait. Ah. Oh. Okay. Izu, you nearly died. You got a crushed windpipe. I just understood how the zone of control works. Stepping out is the problem, not stepping in. I'm so sorry. What kind of armor does he have? Dented, untouched. Now let's go for the batter. There you go. Oh, I missed. He needs to wait. Heinrich needs to wait. Ah! He missed again. So, Wolf Soul. That would be 4. And I could try to knock him back. Doesn't damage him because there's no drop behind him, but there would be an option. Does damage to armor, can ignore armor. Offense. It is. Good. Nicely done. Grazed eye socket. Oops. So, Torbjorn. You're gonna step in. Round swing is not a good idea. Off with the head! Okay. That was lucky. The brigand uses chop and misses. think my armor got hit anyway. Izu's turn. Crushed windpipe. Is content for now with being in reserve, yes. I could try to split his shield. But running away seems to be very clever now. I cannot though, because I'm in their zone of control. You can split his shield. It's not broken. Damn it. So Heinrich is gonna save you now. Repel. Poke and shove a target in order to force it away by one tile. Target's hit will be staggered and lose initiative and may take damage if they are pushed down several levels of height. Oh! Eh. Or impale. 10% chance to hit. That's not a lot. Try to hit him though. Too close. Ooh! Near death. So now we have to hope for initiative. Oh boy. You have to reload. You can only shoot them. Wait. I'm sorry, Izu. You got, you know, pushed down the cliff. First casualty. This is a nasty game. Hogarth is dead though. That was a miss. Oh, stop hitting me, you. Fleeing. Use the tree as cover if possible. Nicely done, Wolfstorm. Now you can move past friends. That's good to know. Got 2 action points left, which is not enough. Shoot, because we're not in range. Poor Heinrich. So he didn't get struck because he fled? Huh. So I could have tried to get away with Izu, I guess. Something to be learned there. So that would cost more than I wanted to cost. Let's wait. %44 chance. $47. 50. Ah! Take a step back. Can't afford that. Oh, I forgot that he's still alive. That was not very clever, was it? Try to shoot him. Not this turn, though. Not easy to hunt down poachers, is it? Heinrich will hide over there. Shot. I can't attack after that. Oh, he missed 2 times. Aw. Off with the hat. In this case. That's not gonna help you, is it? Aha! Split the man. He killed Izu. You know?
Vengeance ho!
You've been avenged. That is something, at least. Yeah. Could hit my own friend. Still. So, to shoot him, I would have to shoot... Yeah, okay. I guess. He's fleeing. Not if I can avoid it. Golf Soul. Here's him. Harder. Ah, that's better. The enemy retreats. Battered and beaten, those few still alive scatter away in all directions. Will you hunt them down to claim their heads and possessions or declare the battle won? No, they will not get away. I'm gonna save the bolt, I think. Oh man, Izu, I'm so sorry. Did you survive this? I thought you were dead. I don't get it. Oh boy. Pretty beaten up. 2 level ups though. Oh, wait. Okay, that's good loot. For now. Beer. This will spoil soon, so we need to drink it now. Ah, Oxian, welcome to the chat. Thanks for clearing that up. So, that's luck. That's pure luck. So, Izu, you are still in the company. Ah. That's good. I mean, you're pretty badly hurt with a crushed windpipe and a weak heart. You need to heal, but we will not let you down. You were deep in the mines. How's the delving going, Chris? Hogarth lies dead in a pool of his own blood, skewered into a grotesque and panicked pose. He didn't weasel his way out of this one. You put a boot on his corpse and look to your men. For the company. For all the men who've fallen. Kurt spits on the dead man's face. Let's take this bastard's head and get back to Alslif. Time to get paid. This is a very grim game. Oh wait, let's check. Izu goes to the reserve. All those who are hurt, maybe. That leaves Kurt and Tillman in you know, in charge, sort of. Just got the delving started. Cool. Now there's a very nice armor piece here for Izu. Next time you will not get hurt that easy. And a shield upgrade. That's the same weapon, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, we've got a wooden stick. No. Mail shirt, though. Izu needs to be mobile. Oh, you could be an archer now. Just to, you know, because you've got a weak heart. First you mend, and then we see about that. It's safer to drink than plain water. Okay. Tough times. The next time we will equip bandages, I guess. No, they're not really bleeding. Yeah, Izu, you have to decide what you want to do with your weak heart. Do you want to go back to the front lines once you're healed, or do you want a bow, an arrow? You can get that. Let's see. That's a 55. That's a 35. But you know, instead of the apron, Hillman gets something nice. You can't draw today. Aw, you cannot draw every day. That's alright, I think. I cannot draw ever, so... You will go for the bow. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully we can repair that soon. That means our miner can get a shield. Oh, that's a pretty broken one. I think I want to repair it anyway. Okay, click here to level up. Ooh, Torbjorn. So 2 stars proficiency, melee skill, and then melee defense and resolve, each with 1 star. I can increase the hit points. And the number on the right says how much you get for 1 point spent. Star. Ah, there are the stars. There are the stars explained. Spend these points to increase any 3 out of 8 attributes per level up by a random amount. But the random amount is shown, right? A single attribute can only be increased once. That's important. Stars mean that a character is especially talented with a specific attribute, resulting in consistently better dice rolls. So it's way easier to get Torbjorn to get better at melee fighting than at ranged fighting. Okay. I should increase his resolve, his melee skill, and his melee defense. Could I cancel and do it again? We get the same rolls, I don't know. Cool. Yeah, exactly. Just hang back and chill. I promise I'll try to not get you killed again, because that's very nerve-wracking, I guess. Oh, rock salt. That's worth a lot. See, I nearly underestimated that. Wolf soul, you gotta level up. Oh, we can increase your health. You're gonna be our tank, our defender. Oh, this is an obvious choice. Yeah, Izu died. She was pushed down a cliff. She got a fatal wound. But Oxian told us earlier, thanks again for that, you have a chance on death in combat or fatal wound in combat to survive and get a permanent wound. And Izu has a weak heart now. The random amount for that level is what is shown when you click level up. Yeah. Rule of thumb, 1 star means you can't get the minimum, 2 means you will always get a good roll, and 3 means you can potentially get an even higher roll than a normal one. Cool. Much appreciated, Oxian. Yeah, the proficiency wasn't really clear, but on the first level up it is actually explained, which is cool. I kind of like that. They still have perks to choose. It would have been even better from my point of view if the stars would be explained on the tooltip. If you hover over the hit points, it could just say proficiency 2 and I would pretty much be able to make sense of it, more or less. Something like is good at, is pretty good at, is really good at. Okay, perks. Wolf Soul. Apparently the first line is available. Pass Adaption. Gain an additional stacking plus 8 chance to hit with each attack that misses an opponent. And as soon as you hit, that is a reset. Oh yeah, I meant to ask Izu, how is Kenshi? Don't push yourself too hard. That's not good. And checking out games is not wasted time, I think. I had a look at Hades, by the way, and I think it's not really up my alley. It seemed too hectic for what I'm looking for at the moment, at least. Yeah, it's sometimes... But I know the feeling. I know that feeling, I think. If you feel like you want to do something and you don't really get there, sometimes a push is what you need. But if you overdo that, you get grumpy. I do that all the time. I get grumpy. Crippling strikes. Lowers the threshold to inflict injuries by 33%. It's powerful. Colossus, bring it on. Hit points are increased by 25%, which also reduces the chance to sustain debilitating injuries when being hit. Okay. Designated tank. Once per battle, upon receiving a killing blow, survive instead with a few hit points left. The next hit is likely to kill you for good, of course. And the 9 lives of a cat. Bags and belts. Unlock 2 extra bag slots to carry all your favorite things. Oh, those. Items placed in bags no longer give a penalty to maximum fatigue, except for two-handed weapons and shields. Okay. That's not really for us then. A Pathfinder. Learn to move on difficult terrain. Action points cost for movement on all terrain is reduced by 1 to a minimum of 2. And fatigue is halved. Changing height levels also has no additional action point cost anymore. Wow. Wow. That's a lot of mobility. Adrenaline. Puts you first in the turn order for the next round to have another turn before your enemies do. Oh. Recover is an activated skill which allows for resting a turn in order to reduce accumulated fatigue. Yeah, seeing that all our shield and spear skills use a lot of fatigue, recovering an additional half of the accumulated amount is good. You recover 15 per turn, so if we have accumulated 60, that puts us back to 45, which could then be halved. Oh, that's good. Student. Everything can be learned if you put your mind to it. Gain additional 20% XP from battle. At the 11th character level, you gain an additional perk point and this perk becomes inert. Ah, 11 is max level. I see, yeah, that... Oh well, not max level, but... These are locked by points spent, not by level reached. Yeah, but that's probably the same. Let's take Recover. I think Recover is cool. New skill. Nice. I do sit pretty still if I read stuff, right? Okay, next one would be Torbjorn. Same selection? Yeah, same selection. Okay, there's no randomizing in the perks. He's our dedicated two-handed guy. We want him to hit, right? But crippling strikes makes a lot of sense with that weapon. If it doesn't kill. Our Pathfinder is really good. Maybe he's the one studying the enemy a lot. Maybe. He doesn't have a shield, so let's increase his hit points. That's a good idea. Alright, that was leveling up. Game is paused, so we go back and get our monies. Do some trading. Kenshi is one of the best games and the hardest entry. Yeah. I read that the threshold to get into Kenshi is as high as the heavens. But once you open your mind and push through the beginning, you fall in love with this amazing complex game. Best advice, use F a lot. F5. Oh yeah, it's a single player game, right? Kenshi is a single player game. Open world sandbox. Where you can form a band of samurai and, you know, do whatever the hell you want. I had so much fun reading the different reviews for Kenshi. Because opinions go all the way. There's not really a middle ground. Some people are just confused and say like, I don't get this. I don't understand what... It's... Also, it needs some development still, but yeah. It is Hoard as Heaven. Aww. It's a single player game, so I can hoard however much I'd like. Ooh. That sounds good. I mean, I did play some Project Zomboid to see if it's... or Zomboid. I like to call it Zomboid, though. To see if that's something for streaming. And I can see that we can do that in multiplayer maybe at some point. It's also a hoarding game. I had a lot of fun with it, though. And Kenshi would probably be a bit too large for the stream. Haven. I think I have got... I'm not gonna tap out of the game just because I don't want to risk OBS to crash again, but I think I've got that in my library. Cool. Thanks for sharing, Izu. I was really curious because I saw you play Kenshi and I really wanted to get your opinion on that. I nearly forgot. So along the way, Kurt joins our side, your side, well, my side. Got a moment, Captain? You nod for him to speak his mind. The battle has left some gear worse for wear and some men got good nicking too. We can patch up both men and equipment while marching, but it's a lot faster to set down and do it. Of course, if we make camp, we should be wary of ambushes. A campfire in these parts can be seen from every which way. I'll keep that in mind. Peasants. Well, we are not far away from town, so I think it does not make sense to go and camp on the road. Doesn't even take half a day to go there. Farmers, craftsmen, pilgrims, or other peasants on their way between settlements. Okay. You can waylay them, probably. They return to Alslif. The company returns to Alslif as victors, their heads held much higher this time. Nemo's Corsairs are not the size that they once were, but they are still a force to be reckoned with, as Hogarth learned in his final moments. You carry his head in a sack that you empty in front of Birdwin of Alslif's feet. He jumps back, but the healer quickly picks the head up, stares at it, and nods. Birdwin approaches the brigand's bloodied face and eyes it carefully. Yes, that's his ugly muggle, right? Servants, pay this man his money. Coin in hand, you raise your voice to the men. As long as there's blood coursing through our veins, as long as we can hold sword and shield, there shall stand our company. All through the realm, people will know Nemo's Corsairs. And then they shout, yes! Yeah, well, CohhCarnage is an amazing streamer who has got a large viewership. He has, he's been doing that for a bit longer than I am. He could probably stream whatever he finds interesting and people would watch. More or less. It's maybe something that I could do on an Uncharted Waters, right? To just show it, like Battle Brothers today. Battle Brothers is something I intend to stream. But I didn't know before today. I wanted to check it out. Oh, my coffee is gone. Well, that's probably good. I wanted to check it out, but now I know that I want to stream it. Next stream, I will continue the thing I started today, but I think the second company will be an Iron Man run. Sounds good. The men cheer. Wolfsoul puts his hand on your shoulder. You did well, Captain. No matter where you lead us, the men will follow you as brothers in battle. Aha. As brothers. And then they cheer. Kenshi is something so unique and special, it's definitely worth one stream. Just to show it around. Oh, you can repair equipment here. Pay 72 to have it repaired. Oh, that's a lot. But it's good to know that they repair equipment, but only the equipment in the stash, huh? It's worth 55? What? Ah, I could sell the salt for 360 here. Let's check the market. Same price. Same price on market and weaponsmith to sell. Let's check that for all the goods. I just need to know. Right, that's sorted. So they don't sell much for, pay much for stuff they don't need, obviously. Ah, it's the same price in all shops. Okay, thanks. That saves me the trouble of checking. Yeah, I still think I should get rid of it. I mean, who do I want to sell this for more money? Probably nobody. But yeah, getting the salt sold does give me nearly as much as killing the brigands. That's why people are robbers and brigands and whatever. while people steal. So much easier. Snatch a caravan and you're rich. Yeah, games can go wrong however much money you put into them. That's just a possibility always. I'm thinking about keeping this as emergency equipment. I'm gonna sell this and this. Just will they drink it? Will spoil in a day. Let's sell it. Oh, Chris, the purging. It's a hint that you get very early in the game, right? Those rich people like to get their stuff delivered. So that's the hint you get. The game is very subtle about it. And that events change prices and all that, that's not mentioned anywhere, but it's to be expected. There are caravans, there are world-changing events, and there's an endgame thing that seems to be very dangerous. Chris, now you can... Now you can... Yeah, I'm not sure if Twitch is ever going to fix the link detection, or if this is the only way they can make sure that no links get through if you don't want links to get through in your chat. That's a bit odd. Anyways. Cheap tools. Cheap. Yeah, sort of cheap tools. We've got 8 days provisions. That's maybe I bought a bit much. It will spoil quicker than that. Never mind. Now we've got 2 ranged fighters. 32 arrows should be fine. I don't need a wooden stick. Let's get rid of it. I see. 20 tools. 9 of them will be used to repair my stuff. I'll buy some more. Okay. Hey, Oxian, that's awesome. First mentioning that you've got the experience, and more importantly, that you are so aware of the situation. I don't really feel like I can expect it of every viewer, but you know, that's how I feel this channel at least should be. I know many people put it in their rules of chat and all that, but for me it's a very important thing, especially if you look at something for the first time, right? And I will always make sure that my chat knows, or my viewers know, as soon as I feel that the backseat is populated. Normally we don't have issues. There are some games that obviously invite it, right? Like this game, for example. I did play They Are Billions the other day. Obviously they invite, let's not call it backseating always, because sometimes just people are very good at the games already and they are eager to share their knowledge, which is amazing. And I will always ask if I want help, and sometimes I will be very, very confused and not directly ask for help. But you know, if you are that aware of how the situation is, you will know when to do the helping and when not to. Much appreciated. Just using you as an example now, but that's how I like it to be. That's how I want to have it in my chat, and that's how I try to behave in other streams. Because spoiling a game experience, either by actually spoiling the storyline or backseating very hard, that's not good, because learning is part of the experience, and you know, that's one of the resolutions for 2019. Spread the word about being mindful on Twitch being an awesome thing. It's a skill that people need to have. Being aware of your actions. It's a thing. That should be a thing on Twitch. It is in many channels. I know there are many cool viewers out there, many chill people, many relaxed people, and some very over-eager ones. So, it's fine. I think it's fine, but if we can manage to spread that as a... I don't know. Twitch is a place where backseating is not really a thing. That would be cool. I'm a very optimistic captain. Okay. So now we can check the town to the south for a contract. Let's do that. Birkeland. Yeah, the backseating. I mean, it's hard to resist sometimes, especially if you mean well, right? Backseating has a very negative connotation, but often it's not meant in a bad way. It's like if you see somebody doing something very... Oh boy! It's kind of hard to resist. That's the specific interaction that Twitch features, right? See? It's not a one-way street. Ooh, a supply caravan. Got footmen though. Haus Steinwald. Okay. I will probably not be able to avoid making enemies in this game, right? So let's be aware of our friends from Helvig. That's not a faction, that's some town. But some town might also... Oh, that was payday. Give us contracts and things like that. Yeah, I mean, the GOG streams... The mods are keeping an eye on it, but sometimes... It can be a rough crowd on GOG. Most of the time, though, it does spread very quickly. If somebody is a bit over-eager to help, then the viewers try to make it clear in a sometimes okay way, sometimes not so much. I should, you know, they should leave it to the mods. The mods take care of stuff like that. It's not a viewer's job, really, to soften the blow, but sometimes it helps a lot. If the chat just, in a very smooth way, makes it obvious that this streamer doesn't really want this. So, you know, that's the perfect situation if you don't need a mod to jump in and help. But that's a task that I cannot ask of my viewers. I'm happy if it happens, but I cannot ask that. You're here to enjoy and not to work. Because that can be work. Oh, the Fletcher also asks a lot for his ammunition. Oh, but it is specific ammunition. $50 assorted. Or 100. Or 10 specific. Why would I do that? You need this for javelins and bolts and other throwing axes and stuff like that. Arrows, bolts, javelins. Oh, you need to buy a quiver to just be able to store the stuff. That's the reason why. This is the refill, and this is the equipment to store them in for the character. There you go. Absolutely, Oxian, I absolutely agree. Many viewers and streamers alike are not streaming or watching their first language, or sometimes not even in the second. And yeah, it does get lost a lot on both ends. Although if I write in chat I don't want backseating, I expect that people sort of get the notion. But some people don't know what backseating means. I mean, I did learn on Twitch. I didn't know before. Although I drove a car and drove people around a lot, and they had an opinion sometimes. I think this is where it originates, right? Car driving. It does get lost in translation. That's true. I mean, it doesn't remove the issue. If I'm streaming in German, which is my first language, people would still sometimes just hop in and say, "Oh, you could just go to that town, you know, that up there. Everything's cheap there, and you can just face roll the rest of the content." I would get grumpy, and even my jaw would crack. It's like, would be the same thing, but it's easier to tell people what they are doing in a subtle way in your first language. Absolutely. In English, I always, I think I'm always a bit too polite. I could sometimes find more direct words, but I try to be mindful of the situation that also on the other end it could be a person that has a hard time understanding English and isn't really a professional Twitch viewer. Not a thing. Probably hasn't got any experience, or is maybe a bit younger. You know, eagerness and such. Yeah. It should be a topic that streamers talk about sometimes. Not for too long, so the viewers get bored and switch stream so they can view actual gameplay, but you know, I think it's rather important. A YouTube video does not need that. The level of interaction is not there, the comments can be muted and all that. It's also very interesting for me as a streamer to see how that turns out in my chat and in my channel, and how I react to situations and how others deal with it. I think I'm doing okay so far. Oh, my food. Boiling in 5 days. Alright, look at that. 428 for a crossbow. Oh boy. This is nearly repair, that's good. Oh, what's this? A heavy crossbow. 50 to 70 damage. I mean, does my two-handed axe do that much? 35 to 70. So, yeah, a heavy crossbow is like shooting a woodcutter's axe. Wow. Scary stuff, crossbows. They are still on the mend for a long time. They are back though. And I don't really want to repair those. That also means I could just sell them. How much do I get at this place? Not much. I don't remember what I've got in the other spot, but I think not much more. Don't want to carry that around. Those are backups. Should the others break. A militia spear. That is what I have, okay. In this game, you really need to learn the stats of the weapons you have. You need to be aware of what your company is carrying around to make it a bit easier to go shopping. But I think with the limited funds you have at the beginning, it's quite easy to not overdo the shopping. Although I did it on the first one with the... Oh, this is free. Here, put this on. It's... You know, you don't have that much money to spend, and you will look at stuff before you buy it, usually. Dried fish. Fruits and berries. Okay. Got 17 medical supplies left, 33 tools. But let's look at the contracts. Who's he? Lothar of Birkeland's men are standing around a bit of cargo. Their employer shoos them away when he sees you. Welcome, welcome, good seeing you. I'm in need of armed guards to have this here package delivered to a man by the name of Erwin, the steward, in Helvik. I reckon it's about a day of travel for a company as yours. How interested would you be in doing that for me? Oh, that's south, I guess. We could do that. Yeah, there's not much protection, but if you run around in a village naked, I think people will start offering. Yeah, put this on. How many crowns are we talking about? He puts his hand on your shoulder, smiling reaffirmingly. I think I know an adequate compensation for your services. It's 130 when the contract is done. Could be easy, could be hard. It's quite hard to say. Not much money. If I say no, he's probably not going to ask again, right? So, why our company? We are mercenaries, we are sellswords, we don't really do errands. That's what I would say. Does he pay in advance? 20 in advance, another 100 when the job is done, but that's less than he... Didn't he just say 130? Yeah, Chris, go ahead. Try it. It might turn out different. Depends on where the holes are, obviously. But naked. So he's going down with the money. I don't like this. We need to be paid more for this. He goes back to the initial amount. Okay. Deliver the cargo to Helvik. Northeast. Oh, I can think about it. The terms have been negotiated. Haha, okay. A man walks up to you and holds a scroll halfway between he and you. My name is Rainer, representative of Lothar of Birkeland, and speaking on behalf of the good people of Birkeland, we seek your services, mercenary. Okay, tell about it. You step into Lothar of Birkeland's room to find the man staring at a map of the hinterlands. He shakes his head. See this spot right here? That's unearthed grave mounds. Birkeland used to worship a relic by the name of Star Map Disc. But the townsfolk are saying it's gone missing, and well, for whatever reason, they think it's here. There. I have no men to hire and see for the roads are dangerous, and I can't afford to pay for failure. But you, sellsword, seem up to the task. Will you go there and find the Star Map Disc? What's the pay then? 470 crowns. Can't be that easy then. A prison uniform does qualify as clothing, though. Bit of a high price to pay, I'd say. Alright. Let's do that. The sad remains of a merciless battle, an epidemic or other catastrophe. The survivors dug a large hole and piled all the corpses into it to get rid of them quickly. I should have asked more money. Okay, we've got food for 7 days. We should be able to get there and back in 7 days. It's quite the trip cross country, but we could go for the light hills around past the forests. Let's risk that. Let's see how that goes. We must be able to camp on the way. See, it takes a bit longer if you go through rough terrain. Evening already. In the protection of this hill, we will camp. As the company takes a break, you decide to address the men. Oh, I thought we would be ambushed. No, there's not going to be a co-op. I'm going to call it in an hour already to spend the night with the missus. Or the evening. More like. And, you know, we don't have plenty of those over the next year. So. No, co-op has to happen another time. When there's more time to play in co-op. But soon. We are, you know, we did enjoy the Borderlands co-op, and there are other games we could definitely check out, like The Hunter or Elite even. You did what? You planted and watered 65 parsnips in Stardew Valley. Okay. Oh yes, link the clip. It should be whitelisted, the clip linking. Give it a try. Sorry. Sorry, Chris. I thought they would be whitelisted. I need to double check. I thought I had them whitelisted. That's so weird. There you go. Thanks so much. Which one is it? Let me see. I want to see that. The bloody mimic. Yeah. Oh man. You need to squeeze in that extra gold before the end of the month. Okay. I see. I have not played Stardew Valley at all, but it's one of these farming role-playing things. Much like Harvest Moon, for example. So, I take the time to address the company. Brothers, I want everyone to know that Nemo's Corsairs are not just cutthroats and errand boys, but skilled fighters of the First Order. Word of our deeds must spread so that merchants and noblemen are begging us to take their contracts. What do you tell the men the company will set out to do? We could say we need allies. Forging a bond of friendship and trust with one of the towns will get the company better prices, more volunteers and more steady work. Or we shall get the company strength back to 12 men. It will make us a formidable force again and will allow us to take on more profitable work. I think steady work is good. Forging a bond of friendship and trust. But I think this will convince the men. So let's do this. We shall get the company strength back to 12 men. It will make us a formidable force again and will allow us to take on more profitable work. Okay. And we did survive the night. So, the ambition is to get at least 12 men. Not additional 12, but 6 extra. Let's break camp. Oh. It's been with the company for 2 days, nearly died. Okay, so let's see. We've got decent armor all over the place. This is the weakest, probably. Let's upgrade Heinrich's armor. 50, 90, 55. Okay, yeah. Weakest armor. We're still encamped. Let's wait until morning. Okay. Sun is up. Break camp. And go straight this way. No, not straight, around the hills. It's picking the direct route, is it? The wayfinding? Okay, cool. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I should have said that. Oh, that looks bad. Playtime? Payday? A clip from Mathieu? Did you link a weird clip? What? No, it's not that. It's exclamation mark ship. I shortened it. There you go. That's the Discord. You see 2 clips, okay. I don't know. Twitch might be in a good mood. Jesting even. I have made a terrible mistake. And the coffee is cold. You don't step into the ruins so much as clamber, hobbling over the stoneworks like a bat trying to walk upright. That's a good description. Getting to the bottom of the descent, you find what looks like hundreds of clay pots, old chariots, more mulch than wood, and metal water basins filled with rusted shields and spears. Torbjorn takes a torch and throws its glow toward the walls. Great murals run along the length of them, great artworks depicting battles you've never heard of. Each step you take seems to unveil another ancient victory until, finally, you come to a giant painted map. There you see a continent overrun with the rule of an empire, gilded its belly, blackened its borders. Torbjorn walks over, the star map disc in hand. You nod and tell him it's time to go. When the two of you turn around, there's a man standing there with a spear in one hand and a shield in the other. Another figure joins him, and another, their steps hitting the stone floor with metal malice. You yell at the mercenary to run, and the both of you abandon the ruins in a hurry. The staccato of clap of a death march on your heels. Outside, you wheel around and order the men to get ready for a fight. Before the first sellsword can so much as draw his sword, a stream of armored soldiers emerge from the ruins. Stack formation and level their spears at you. Their lieutenant points a decayed finger and speaks with a voice so gravel the words weigh deep in your chest. The Empire rises. A false king must die. Crap. Crap. And all I got was 470 gold. Oh man. Some ancient auxiliaries. Yeah, faster turns not yet. I like things to go slow. Yeah, I can't tell how many there are. 3. It's a fresh undead. It can't be good. So they have no body armor, the two of them. But they are bones, right? So it is 4 against 4, though. Let's try. I'm not giving up before I saw them. 10% chance, 20% chance. Higher ground could be dangerous. Let's wait. Shield wall. Interlocking shield wall. Yes. Being undecided about things. Okay, there are at least 4. Let's wait. There's number 4. 51% chance to hit. It's a distance of 5 that gets us a bit downside. And they are resisting ranged weapons, of course. I hit. Or nothing much. Let's reload. Do they have the advantage if they fight from 1 tier up? Might not. Yeah, I cannot reach them. I know, it costs 6 to... Okay. Now I know. Another 51% chance. Nope. Worth a shot, maybe. Maybe not. Second weapon slot for Kurt. Note to self. Ah, woof. He missed. Okay, so we have Unbreakable Morale, yeah, of course. I'm not gonna knock them back, but they might do that for me. Several levels of height, though, are necessary for damage. So 1 level of height might not be enough. I missed, but hit the shield for 1 damage. Same. Splitting the shield just costs 6. I could try to hit both for a lot. Minus 15% chance to hit. That's not a lot. Nah, let's do the split man attack. It's cool. Yes. Let's hope I survive. $10 guaranteed damage to the hit points that ignore the armor, and then damage to the armor, but it's just a helmet. Ah, that was a miss and the shield. Okay. Oh, he's going for a shield wall. Clever. I know I should save my quiver, my bolts. We can afford that. 4 damage might make a difference. In this game, definitely. Let's try to split another. Yeah, they're going into defense. Not good. Oof. Lucky me. Very good. Fatigue is kicking in. Nice. Oh man, Torbjorn, you are a monster. And I want to try the knockback. Ah, I missed. It's only 20%, 25% chance, yeah. Okay. Keep at it. Someone has to rest. That was a miss. Wolfsword did good. That's true. Chris, that's a very, very good observation. He does look a lot like Letho. Oof. Okay. Sort of good. Ancient household helmet. Oh, the shields are not bad. And an ancient spear. Okay. Hulks. A short and heavy blade with a curved edge designed for hacking and ripping bleeding wounds. It's a bit dull. I don't believe in curses, so I'm plundering that. Extra gold, extra tools, and some ammunition. Nice. The Warlock is level 36 in Grim Dawn. Ah, nice. I'm very glad I could trigger you into Grim Dawn again. I mean, maybe it's not my achievement alone, you know. After the battle, with the fighting over, you look over your attackers. They are shelled within armor you don't recognize. Izu tries to pry one of the corpses out of its helm, but to no avail. He looks incredulously at the body. Sorry. It's like it's just stuck there. Or a part of him or something. You tell the men to gear up and get ready for a return to Lothar. No matter who these men are, you are out here to get the star map disc, and that part is done. Now it's time to get paid. Time to level up. Ether Ray. It's a lot of fun to use that. Ooh. Maybe we should stop to repair items. Let's repair this while we are not wearing it. Vision is reduced by 1 with the helmet. Oh. But 95 armor is quite a bit. Okay. Quick bathroom break, and then we'll do the level up and perk selecting. I'll be right back with you guys. And I promise, I will find a setup for the stream deck that fits what I want to do. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, welcome back. Let's continue the aftermath of the battle, picking skills, and similar chores or tasks. Depends. We've got half an hour left. I hope I will be able to do all the level up and returning to the town part. We'll see. Let's get back into the game. So this is going to be repaired at some point. I still have to decide if we do need camping or not, because, you know, we've slightly wounded Tillman and Wolfsoul on the mend with a broken nose and a crushed finger. He could probably just try. Yeah, Izu. What can we do for Izu that's awesome? Better protection, but not better protection that includes less vision. That doesn't work. Better armor. But Izu's going to stay in the reserve for another 1 to 4 days and heal up that crushed windpipe. Question number 1. Does Wolfsoul get an upgrade? This is a spear. 25 to 30 damage, 48 durability. 25% damage ignores armor, 90% effective, maximum fatigue -6. 20, 35, 25, 100. So a bit more damage. Minimum damage is lower though. A larger damage range, so to speak. ignores the same amount, but is a bit more effective. And not as durable. Let's repair it first. I'm gonna repair one of those shields, that's for sale. I think I'll sell the helmets. I'm not really sure if I should keep them. Vision reduction is probably not as bad for ranged, for melee fighters, right? Torbjorn might benefit a lot from more armor. Protection for Izu. Next would be checking the shields. 15, 15, minus 10, that's the same. Durability is a bit lower. Yeah, so I'm not going to repair the shields, I'm going to sell them. It's a one-handed weapon. Could compare it to this. 15 to 30, 50, 150. It's way more effective against armor. It's easy. But it could be a secondary weapon for Izu. Or Kurt. Oh, but Kurt has a dagger. Now I need to figure out how to switch weapons. Place in bag. And to be repaired. 2050. Yeah, this is better. It's a secondary, and Izu can get the dagger. The knife, sorry. $25 to 40 damage at 30, 110. I mean, the pitchfork might be something we could... It's an interesting thing, though, having a pitchfork as a weapon. Okay, we've got a level up for Kurt, our dedicated ranged fighter. It makes a lot of sense to get more defense and offense in the range department. Initiative. In general, someone in light armor will act before someone in heavy, and someone fresh will act before someone fatigued. Aha. +5 is a good one. Let's do that. A perk. You mean the active skills are different per weapon, right? Yeah, yeah. It sort of tells it, though. Designed for hacking and ripping bleeding wounds. If you're really conscious about what you read in the tooltips, and if the game is consistent about that I don't know, but that could be a hint towards that. But you don't see it until you equip it. Yeah. Ah, that's good. You have to look at those. Decapitate. A devastating blow aimed to decapitate the target on the spot. Does more damage to hit points the more the target is already injured. Which makes a lot of sense to have that on a ranged fighter. Killing the target will always decapitate it if at all possible. If it has a head. Cleave. A brute force cleaving attack that can inflict bleeding wounds if there is no armor absorbing the blow and if the target is able to bleed at all. AKA... Skellingtons don't bleed. Right. Double grip is active. Yeah, Oxian, that's a very good point. Looking at items by comparing The values is one thing. These do the same. Spears. For IP 30. Yeah. Yeah. They bleed bone shards. Yeah, maybe. And undead tears. Oh. Wolfsoul, I think your coat is broken. Yeah, we might need to camp. A bit bruised. So, Kurt is going to keep the Falcons. And Kurt gets fast adaptation because he will miss a lot. It's just a hunch. German. +1 and +2. Ha! Resolve, yes. A bit more health. He's a miner. Not a miner. But I would love to give him more melee skill. +2. He did fatigue quick, so maybe maximum fatigue increase would be useful. Shield and a pickaxe. Makes sense. So he was out to be doing something else than mining, right? So he's sort of open to learn stuff. He could be... Oh no, he's using shield. Nah. Crippling strikes. Now we have different perks for these guys. Yeah. Let's see. We could maybe get some distance between us and the grave mound. I'm not sure if I want to camp next to the wood, the forest. It could be protection. But let's camp. Break camp before dawn? No. Let's see what happened. Wolfsoul is good spirit. Yay. Very good. Things got repaired. Things got eaten. We wanted to switch out those. There you go. A tiny bit of protection at least. I think the rest is for sale. You'll need some healing. Yeah, okay, so estimating food needs is gonna be easier next time I play this. Ah, so you do get a cross, huh? Let's get out of the hills first. A trading caravan. And to the road. And back. You gain 470 crowns and Birkeland now has high spirits. They did like their disc. Obviously. You find Lothar mucking about in a pig pen. He's kicking the fat sows around. Sows? Sows. Though they seem more focused on the feed than the leather toe tapping on their arse. You loudly clear your throat. Lothar wheels around and his eyes immediately go wide at the sight of the relic. He jumps over a pig and takes the star map disc. He shouts to the townsfolk who gather around and pray to the gods for their mercy. Not a one thanks you, naturally. You have to remind Lothar of the crowns he owes you. It's paid and you make your leave as fast as you can. Yeah, they seem to be in a good spirit now. Paying higher prices. Are eager to do business. And I don't have any salt to sell. No, they don't offer more than before, I think. Maybe the things are a bit cheaper? Not really. They offer different things. It's a bit cheaper, I think. Not as overpriced as before. Yeah, the prices are better. Okay. The food is good for 8 days in this case, just a few days in this case. So, for variety's sake, some venison. Yeah, still no use in carrying those around. Could have kept them as a backup though. These as a backup. There doesn't seem to be a limit as to 99 items. Okay, I'm not really close to bridging the gap. Medical supplies. That's a decent price, nearly. They don't spoil. Let's buy some. We've got enough ammunition. Could still use some tools, but they are cheaper in the town. In the little town. Mushrooms. No, I think food-wise we're fine. Bludgeon. Nah, it's okay, I think, with the shields gone. So the plan is to get 6 more mercenaries into the company. And this is... Oh, that's the delivery job. I want to see where that is. Helvik is up there. Oh, that's rather cool. I'm not going to travel through the Windlands. That's just seems too dangerous. But I can go back to Alsliv, stock up on tools, and then travel to Helvik. Not Helsvik. Okay, let's have a look. Hildrik the Anxious. A vagabond. A butcher. Poacher. Ah. Ah, but we have 2 ranged fighters. Used to all kinds of things, but don't excel in any. Used to hard physical labor. It still feels weird to pay that much money to just see what they can do. I think I'm always going to go for, you know, grinning ear to ear. Rainer never looked so happy as when his shop opened and he got his first order of live pigs in stock. Unfortunately, the war drove through his shop, leaving behind a number of carcasses he wouldn't dare butcher. Lina's ears perk whenever a pig squeals. The same thing happens when a man screams. Interesting. Nope. Always a strange boy, Rambert took to butchering not only for profit but for pleasure. Nope. Should we read on? Given the terrible rumors of dark arts already going around, it wasn't long until people began questioning the source of his meats and drove him out of business. Something about blood and guts sits just right with Rambert. In that case, welcome to the battlefield. No, thanks. We should be fine. So, Kurt. A day tailor. Working here and there, Kurt is known as a day tailor, someone to ask whenever an extra hand is needed. Kurt considered the fighting profession one that doesn't run out of work these days, so a traveling mercenary company seemed a good opportunity to stay with for a while. Yeah, he's pretty insane, right? Both of them. Might be coincidence that they are both butchers, I'm not sure. It doesn't cost too much to hire him, but I'm not so sure if he's going to stay long. Give him a chance. And another to make it 8. Pushed out of his town by war, Sigmar wanders the world as a vagabond. After one particularly harsh... Okay, that's the same story. Yeah, that's true. The Warhammer priest, right? So he's been pushed out of his town. He can't do anything for about that. Let's learn about Sigmar. Alright, we did increase our company to 8 mercenaries. The food will last for 5 days now. That's easily enough. We need to equip them though. Let's see. We've got Kurt. We've got 2 Kurts now. That's not no. Chris? You want in? Or anyone else, really? We need a new name. Sorry, I can't come up with names. I'm not good with that. I will start randomly picking viewers. Badger! Badger. Got a knife. Badger got a knife. Puncture. And stabby. Okay. Oh, a shield, does that fit? Do you want a spear, maybe? A stabbing badger? It could be a poking. Poking badger. Not poaching, poking. A knife and a shield seems a bit odd. I don't know. Spear is good, huh? Spear and shield? Can you dual wield? No. Not yet. Alright, so then there's Sigmar. Sigmar can get an upgrade. Too nice? No. He's gonna be our backstabber. I'm gonna train Sigmar to be a real backstabbing bastard. Mobility. Where's that one? And Pathfinder. And one of these here. And one of them, and one of them, and one of them. And he's gonna be a backstabber. Or a dancer. Not sure yet. Eddie Izzard once said he committed an original sin. He poked a badger with a spoon, so it fits with my... Oh, how do you like it, Wolfsoul? Titan Quest, Runemaster, and Warfare must be a lot of fun. That must be a lot of fun. So much for backup weapons, huh? I did not consider throwing weapons until now. I'm gonna test those. There you go. So my ranged fighters have backup weapons. We've got throwing javelins on Sigmar. He's just gonna be good. I didn't read about the skills. Clumsy. A clumsy Sigmar has -5 melee skill. Let's do it like this then. Throw javelin. That's gonna be interesting. And he's brave. +5 resolve. Super brave. He got the right job now. And Badger is bloodthirsty. All kills are fatalities. This character is prone to excessive violence and cruelty towards his enemies. Oops. And a brute. Not one for very delicate attacks. Which character did you play in Borderlands again? This one. Awesome. I think all the Rune Master builds are a bit squishy, actually. But you have some ways to, with Warfare and Rune Master, you have ways to go around. But it's gonna be some kind of berserking build, for sure, also. And we've got Frontline Badger, that's true. I think that's all we need. We can do the contract. Gonna explore a bit anyway. Do we have any identical looking ones? No, okay. That would confuse, you know, me at least a bit. News. Since some brigands burned down my old man's farm, I switched the pitchfork for the beer mug. I hope they get what they deserve someday. Oh, that's around the corner. A peat pit. Huh, okay. Oh right, you can pay at the market for it. There's a trapper. That's why we could buy venison and fur. Grafenhaven. Ah, that's the burned down farm. Nobody told us anything about those for now. So let's start our journey to Helvik. Can I interact with them? There was just another person here. No, not really. Okay, not yet at least. I didn't make it my ambition to capture all the trading caravans. We made it to Alslif before nightfall. Oh no. Ah, it's nearly 9. Let's see if we need to stock up on food. Probably not. No. Check the market. Oh, no tools. I half expected to be able to buy tools here. How's the health? Heinrich is back. Still on the mend. Izu, you need to be healing a bit. Nothing else we need, I think. That's a decent price. We could repair it. Hopefully that's a good idea. The badger needs a hood. Oh, look at all those guys. Einar, shifty fellow. The weaponsmith. Oh, when I'm rich and famous, I'm gonna buy myself a pike. Not yet, though. Do we investigate this? Nothing there. Okay, on the road at nightfall. Peasants, hello. Yeah, and a pike to put the pike on. Silly badger. I was aware that pike is a fish. That is much like in the Monty Python sketch, right? Where they are slapping each other with fish. One day I'm going to be rich and famous and I'm going to buy myself a pike and slap you with it. And Helvig. He's a magician. Finally, you've made it. Erwin, the steward, is standing there in the middle of the road, his hands clasped over his stomach, a slick grin on his cheeky face. Sellsword, I was not sure you'd make it. You lock the cargo up and hand it over. Oh yeah? Why do you say that? The man takes the box and hands it off to a robed man who quickly hurries away with it tucked under an arm. Erwin laughs as he hands you a satchel of crowns. The roads are rough these days, are they not? You understand he's making small talk, anything to get your attention off the cargo you just handed over. Whatever. You got your pay, that's good enough for you. Oh. Public executions. Fish slapping is totally legit, especially in Battle Brothers. Go get him! Use the pike! Then there's a very squishy, wet sound. Something like that. Hit him with a pike. A public execution is not to be missed and provides entertainment for the whole family. Good thing I rated my channel mature content. Food and drink are abundant during such an occasion, but merchants may also try to take advantage of spectators. Yeah, they might. As a tavern, let's ask what's what. I've heard the Council of Alsleif is looking to hire mercenaries. Don't know what for. Yeah, well, I've just been there, so I know, thank you. And a drink. Because, you know, traveling a lot and stuff. Torvald the Stallion. Look at the haircut. Oh, what's his job? He's a brawler. Yeah. Lost his back hair while brawling. Let's look at the market. We've got enough food for 4 days. Might be enough for traveling. This is going to spoil in 3, 4, 11, 8. Well, if I buy any food, I should buy this. But before I do that, I should check the job offer. Just for me. It's the fish slappy thingy, isn't it? It's so silly. It gets me every time. I'm sorry if you don't find this very funny. I do. Could pee my pants watching it. And I've watched it a few times. Tools for a lot of money. No thanks. That's very expensive. Oh, the slow spoiling food is very expensive. Oh, that's a good hood. Okay. Yeah. You know what? This is where we will continue this game at the next time. I'm not sure yet when to stream this. It might be something that we could do after Grim Dawn, you know, because it's a rather non-hectic thing to do. Yeah. I hereby declare They Are Billions and Battle Brothers to be games I will do more or less unannounced after other streams, because I think it's easy to jump in. They don't really have a massive story, and I can always fill the gaps of Battle Brothers by telling the story of the mercenary company. Right? That's good. I think that will work. Let's try that, because I like both games a lot and I want to play more. I really had to hold myself back from playing more They Are Billions yesterday. And I'm looking forward to that. Otherwise, I will also be back tomorrow with Baldur's Gate. We are still trying to finish... Well, you're just watching, but I'm still trying to finish Baldur's Gate 2. It has been a while, and we last time we were employed by the Temple of Helm, did 2 jobs for them. They didn't have any more jobs. Now we figured out how to get the artist to do the work. It was kind of odd. And now we need to figure out what to do next. I think we have some more quests, and we can go to the circus, and we can enter the Planosphere if we feel very super confident. So more Baldur's Gate tomorrow. It should all work out, and I'll start at 8 PM, like it says in the schedule. So do check out the schedule. I try to keep it up to date. Sometimes I do miss my updates. And Oxian, you're most welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope you didn't have to bite the carpet or anything like that because I was doing too bad. But I think learning this game would be something amazing. It has a lot of details, a lot to learn, and I will probably make some very nice mistakes. And yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it entertaining the next time. And I hope to see you guys soon. Have a nice evening. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the first day of the new year if you have any time left to do that. Have a pleasant night, week, month, and year. So we will see you at some point then, Chris. Next day, week, night, and so on. Yeah. Thank you guys. I'll see you soon. This is Captain Nemo signing off, trying to find a very nice layout for a stream deck that does not need changing for everything I do. Oxian, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Ahoy. Just in case you want to, you can check out the Discord. That's where we chat between streams. It's an invitation to join. It's by no means necessary. And yeah. Check out Spoonfed Badger's channel, because he might be streaming Elite soon. Just, it's a feeling. Awesome streamer, awesome person, awesome mod, awesome guy. That's all I can say. So check out his channel. I'm gonna see if I can host someone. Otherwise, I'll leave you with the internets. You are quite capable of taking care of yourself, I know that. But I like to offer, you know. And that's it for tonight. Ahoy guys, take care.